Hello and good morning. It is time for us to go on another adventure. So we are going to Atelier Playa Mujeres for the third time. We will not be vlogging that, and that's sort of why I'm going to make this travel day for you, and I'm going to sort of tell you why we're not vlogging and what we will be vlogging. It is 9:10. I have a nail appointment at 9:30. I am in the parking lot of Ocean State Job Lot. I'm gonna run in there right now. So we are meeting our friends Kimberly and Scott at the resort, and she has been in Mexico for I think five nights at this point, and told me the mosquitoes are just awful. And while I do already have bug spray packed, I don't have any with DEET. So I'm going to try to find some. Target did not have any with DEET, and this Ocean State is like right next to my nail salon. So I'm gonna pop in there and see if I can grab some for both of us, because she is just being fully attacked and I have the worst luck with mosquitoes. So let's go see what we can do. Looks like this is all they have, which is not what I'm looking for. Well, I struck out there. They only had one kind, and it was the huge bottles, and it wasn't DEET, and it's not. I actually have the same bottles in the small travel ones. So I'm gonna check. There's a Family Dollar across the street, which I don't think I've ever been in a Family Dollar, but I'm gonna see if they have an app, and I'll see if they have it, and then I'll check Walmart, and I don't know. I think I do have some of those like mosquito bracelet bands, so I'll definitely bring some of those. But I'm gonna go into the nail salon now and do that. I got an alert this morning that I could have changed my flight because we're experiencing like severe thunderstorms and the flights may be disrupted. But unfortunately, there's like no earlier flights that I can get on. So fingers crossed.
Good morning, everybody. Today is July 17th, travel day. Normally on these travel days, I get the lawn cut, I cut my hair, things like that, just to get stuff done around the house. So I'm gonna show you some of that stuff today. I know we are not vlogging this trip, unfortunately. It's gonna be like a real vacation this time. We're gonna relax and have some fun.
Nails are done. I did strawberry margarita. I do this multiple times a year. This is kind of like my old standby. Like when I don't know what color to do, this is what I go with. So while I was doing a pedicure, I looked up the inventory for the Dollar General across the street, Family Dollar. And I think they do have some DEET in stock. So I'm gonna go over there, grab that. And it doesn't look like they have any in travel size bottles, so then I'll probably have to get some travel spray bottles. And I just realized that next to my nail salon there was like this restaurant that I loved. It was like an Asian place. Now it's a Mexican grill, which I also love Mexican, but like I loved this Asian place. Ugh, so sad. Now granted, I probably haven't been to that place that I loved in like 2 years, but I don't get out much. All right, I gotta go. They did have the DEET over there, but they didn't have travel size, and they didn't have any of like the travel spray bottles. So I just came over to Dollar Tree because I know that they'll have the small bottles, so I can pour this in so I can get through TSA, because I'm not checking any bags today. And then in this plaza is the Aldi grocery store right next door to where I am. So I think I'm gonna pop in there for something for dinner. So I didn't even tell you what we're doing, I don't think. So we have a 7 p.m. flight tonight. We are going to fly from Connecticut to Charlotte. We're gonna overnight in Charlotte, and then tomorrow morning we have a 7 a.m. flight to Cancun, and we land around 9:30 a.m. My original plan for dinner tonight was to get like a grinder from somewhere. I love sandwiches. So Kev and I were just talking about this last week. I think sandwiches is like one of like my top 5 foods. Like I just love a good grinder. So that was my plan. However, for dinner last night, I made Ethan his favorite food that I make, which is lemon chicken. And if you were to order that at a restaurant, it would basically be like chicken francais or like a chicken piccata. So basically it's like an egg dipped chicken that's fried, sort of, I guess is how I would explain it. So I have a lot of leftovers, and in this economy, can't be like throwing the food away. So I think I'm gonna pop into Aldi and see if they have like a nice like Italian bread that I could get. Seeing if I can make some sort of like a chicken cutlet type grinder is what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna pop into those two stores, and then hopefully that's all the things I need to buy today. So I found one. Looking for another one, just hopefully there's a random one somewhere. So they only had one. I looked for like 10 minutes everywhere hoping there would be another one. There's not. I really need to, but maybe I have an extra one at home. So I just got bread and cheese there. I was also looking for like roasted red tomatoes. I don't know what I was looking for. I don't know if you guys have an Aldi near you. Aldi, I like Aldi a lot, but I don't feel like you can like fully grocery shop there. But beggars can't be choosers, because I had a Stop and Shop next to my house, and that closed maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago now. And we just got this Aldi last year, so I'm just thankful that we have a grocery store over here. So I'll just throw something together, and hopefully I have another travel spray bottle at home, because I do buy these 3-packs of the travel bottles from Dollar Tree often, and I don't use the spray ones too much, so maybe I can look out and find something at home, because I really do need to. Couldn't find another spray bottle, but Kev was like, why don't you just take the spray from the other bottle and see if it'll fit, and it did. I just had to cut the bottom of the pump, but yeah, it was good thinking, Kev. And this is like all the liquids I could take. Like I'm exceeding my limit here, so I gotta get these in, and hopefully this stops the bugs from getting me. Hopefully, because I am a magnet, and Kimberly says they are awful right now, so we shall see.
So I cut the lawn, cut my hair, didn't video that, but didn't think you guys really need to see that. But now I'm at the gym, gonna work out, and we got about 3 hours until then.
Almost 4 o'clock, time to go. So kind of rushing around a little bit. So Ethan was supposed to have a baseball game tonight, so I was supposed to drop him off at 4 o'clock to the field, but it just got canceled because we're expecting thunderstorms. So now I'm gonna go bring him to his dad's house. But you know, in true teen fashion, he's packing, he doesn't know where everything is, missing one jersey, found another one, so hopefully he's finding everything that he needs now. And then speaking of the storms, I'm really watching that, because I think our flight's gonna be delayed because our incoming flight is delayed. Summer storms are just very typical on the East Coast, so I am watching that. So I don't really want to leave my house until I see that our flight is coming from North Carolina. It's just going to do a turn. So it's coming from North Carolina, coming to Connecticut, and then they turn around and do the same flight back. So I don't really want to leave until I see that flight leave, because it's only a 2-hour flight, and I live like 40 minutes from the airport. So I never want to push, like I'm never someone that's like getting there and then walk right on the plane at all. I'm not like that. I want to be able to account for traffic or flat tires or like anything. But in this situation, I will wait just to make sure that the plane takes off, because I do think we're going to be delayed and I don't want to be sitting at the airport forever. So my son better get his act together. You find it? You didn't find your blue jersey?
Yeah, it might be at Dad's house.
Okay. Wanna say hi to the people?
No.
No.
Why are you doing this, sir?
Oh, say hello.
Look, I look crazy. Stop.
Okay, all right.
Stop.
Ethan's all dropped off. I picked him up some dinner. He did find his blue jersey that was missing from our house at his dad's house, so that's positive. And that's the downfall of having two homes, is you have stuff everywhere. So our flight was just delayed like 40 minutes, so I'm gonna keep watching because the flight has not left yet from Charlotte. So I don't think our flight's going to be canceled or anything like that, but I'm not surprised that we're delayed, because I've been watching all day the flights. So I always use Flight Aware, and if you're not familiar with that, you should definitely download the app or just look on the website. But I was watching, so my flight is supposed to be at 7 o'clock. And I started watching the flights at like 11 a.m. and I always like to click the button that says like, where's my flight now? And then I watch like the whole schedule. And obviously when one flight is going to be delayed, it's going to have a ripple effect. So it is what it is. But I'm going to go in. Well, Kev's going to bring the bags out. I was going to say I'm going to get the bags, but I'm not going to do that. Kev is going to load up the car and then we'll probably be on our way. There he is now. I said I was going to get the bags, and I said, no, Kevin's going to get the bags. My trunk's not looking so good.
Barely fit the suitcase in right now.
Well, that's why I said we weren't going to get Ethan's baseball bag and everything and our suitcases. It's about 5:30 p.m. I saw that our flight took off, so that's why we decided to leave. And it's been thundering. I said as soon as we get to the airport, it's going to just downpour, which I hate going out in the rain, so hopefully we can avoid that. I guess since I talked to you like the whole day in the car, I'll just continue to talk to you in the car, because the airport might be kind of loud with the announcements. So let me tell you why we are not going to be vlogging. So there's two reasons. This is our third stay at Atelier Playa Mujeres, and I just don't think that you need to see a vlogging from me a third time. We obviously vlogged the first time, and then the second time, the biggest difference from the first was that a studio was gone and it was all one adults only resort. So I thought it was really important to film that, because there were a lot of differences. There really are, I'm not expecting any differences, and so we're just not going to be filming. And then second, we just need a break. We just want to have an actual vacation where we're not filming. And I love and appreciate that you guys want to watch the vlogs. I have got some people that are upset that we are not filming, and I completely understand that. But at the same time, I need you to understand that we do all of this for free. You know, you're not paying to watch this, and I just like you, I work all week, and then when you take a vacation, it's a relaxing vacation. When I never say I'm on vacation, I always say I'm going on a trip, because it is a lot of work. It's actually easier for me to be at home working, doing my actual job, than it is for me to be traveling, because it's just so much more work. We put a lot of time and energy into showing you everything that is at a resort. There's times and there's things that we do that we would not do had we not been filming. So we just are going to take this time and just totally soak in a resort that we love and just relax. We are going to vlog. We chartered a yacht with Kimberly and Scott, and we are doing that. I think it's a 4-hour charter to Isla Mujeres, so we will vlog that for you because I think that will be fun and exciting for you to see in case it's something that you're interested in. Here. There's a little disturbance behind us, so just...
Yeah, I think that guy's flying anytime soon.
Our flight's really delayed. We're like 3 hours delayed at this point. I was really nervous. I went up to the counter because there is a flight going out before, so we just wanted to see if there was any openings so we could get on that, and there wasn't. But when I wanted to show the agent my boarding pass would not pull up. And it just said waitlist. And I was like, oh my gosh, like either what happened to our flight or is she gonna tell me like we're not checked in and whatever, but she found us. So we're basically going to be departing from here when we were supposed to be arriving in Charlotte, which stinks, but what can you do?
It's gonna be a late, I don't know, late night, early morning, so.
The good news is that we are on board. The bad news is that we're getting in like 3.5 hours late. And then the storms obviously are going from Charlotte to here, so north. So we have to go like back through them.
Flight pattern.
So now we have to fly around them. So we're adding on like an extra half hour. What are you gonna do? But
Brittany's gonna be tired.
I'm tired because this is my bedtime. This is past my bedtime. But Mother Nature. I'm just having a little mimosa.
Go on now. Just the orange juice.
I'm having water. How's your night going, Kev?
Great. How's yours?
Not well.
I know you're
Not
happy.
Not well.
Is this where they brought us that time?
Yeah, by accident. Yeah. Okay, so we made it. Terrible travel day. So 3-hour delay. We were supposed to land in Charlotte at 9. We landed after midnight. We didn't have a gate. And then once we did have a gate, we did not have a jet bridge. So we waited quite some time. Then we got into the airport and it was like thousands of people. I mean, it was absolutely insane. And it didn't get any better when we got outside looking for our shuttle. Hundreds of people. Our shuttle had just left, so I called and she was like, it's gonna be like 45 minutes because of all the traffic. Looked up an Uber, $66 for an Uber. Finally, a shuttle came and I realized it was in the same plaza as where we were going, so luckily they brought us. So we have like literally like 2 hours to sleep. All right, so we are at our hotel. We are at the Hampton Inn Lake Point. We've never stayed here. We were brought here by accident once. The van driver took us to the wrong place. Yeah, it was a rough day. I gotta say, I'm typically like super easygoing. I was very easygoing and calm until 9 p.m. Would you agree with me, Kev?
Yeah.
Yeah. it was very like, I don't ever want to be in an unsafe situation. So I don't want to get on the plane if there's maintenance or, you know, like I don't want to be like flying through weather that we shouldn't be flying through. So I'm really just like, cool, like we'll get there. And we did. We got here. It was just delay after delay. Like we got on the plane and then we sat there for like another hour, and then we had to be rerouted around the weather, which is again fine, but it was like 40 minutes out of the way, so we had to be refueled because we had to go out of the way. It was just overall like so overwhelming, and I like to go to bed at literally 9:30. So when we were supposed to land at 9, that was already too late for me. I already had tried to change the flight in the morning, so to be getting in at 1 a.m. when we have a 7 a.m. flight was just like overwhelming. But we're gonna go to bed, and I think I'm just gonna end the video here. If I decide that I wanna film some things tomorrow, I'll just tack it on, but quite frankly, we're just so tired. So we're just gonna try to sleep in as long as we can and then start our journey. So I really appreciate you watching, and we will see you in another video really soon. Bye.